One. And we are live. Good morning, everybody. Morning Crypto with a Kid. It's Quinn coming at you live. Middle of the Earth podcast. Zero attitude from Zero Latitude. We got lots of great news this morning. Well, I wouldn't even call it great news, to be honest. Let's call it what it is. There's news. It's not what we would consider great still, I think. Let me post this around and get some people in here and we'll get going, huh? Oh. Divi. Boop. Utopia. Boop. And we'll get some crazy dogs in there too. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. It's Saturday, pretty early morning. I could not be happier right now, guys. I got to tell you, man, we had some incredible news yesterday. The little guy, I haven't really been talking about it much, but little guy had some, little scares medically. His head, he's developing a little faster. His head was closing. The soft spot was closing a little bit early than normal. Had him scared, but we went into a Scottish Rite yesterday to the specialist and just got some awesome news, man. He's just a superhuman. He's just developing a little faster than everybody else. And by a little bit, I mean like outrageously faster. But it's cool. He's healthy. We're happy. He's, like I said, a little superhuman, just doing great. My little guy is awesome. Oh, you happy? Say you're happy? Yeah, I'm happy. Well, let's get right into it, guys. We know what's going on. The Binance stuff has got everybody spooked, but there's more to it just because of the, the stuff that we found out afterwards regarding the hacker that was communicating with them. I'm still kind of in the dark as to what's how that's resolved itself because, in all actuality, nothing's happened yet. The only change from Binance that I've noticed in the last 24 hours was their announcement of the coins they're going to be putting on for U.S. Users to be able to interact and purchase. This is going to be for the Binance US based platform. I guess the subsidiary is what they're talking about. Let's go ahead and jump right into the article. It says that the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by trading volume has said that it's considering 30 potential cryptocurrencies and digital assets for its forthcoming US subsidiary. According to a Medium post published August 9th, Binance US is a tailor-made platform to access cryptocurrencies in the United States, has adopted a digital asset risk assessment framework to meet compliance requirements of the country. This follows a move by the Malta-based exchange to deny U.S. citizens access to its primary trading platform in June, a day after announcing a partnership with BAM Trading Services to formally enter the U.S. markets. Well, let's take a look at what these coins are because that is the issue. The problem is this, guys, is that the 30 coins that are getting submitted, a lot of the coins that are there aren't coins that, there's not coins that most of the crypto space is used to purchasing, especially for United States American buyers. One of those is Tron. I'm really surprised that that CZ and Justin Sun didn't kind of team up a little bit and go to work on what on getting Tron listed on that US side or on the US version or whatever it is. It's one of those situations where if I can find through here, I thought they were posted up pretty recently, but apparently not. Point being is that there were 30 of the coins that were listed to be added to the U.S. exchange, and the problem is that Tron is not one of them. BTT is not one of them. I guess I can't find it in here, guys. I'll edit this part out. But the problem is that most of these American buyers don't know how to access other exchanges and aren't comfortable doing so. Rightfully so because of all that they've heard. It's just one of those situations where it's kind of created a bottleneck for people trying to get into cryptocurrencies that might not be familiar with the space. We already know how difficult it is to get non-coiners to become coiners. Setting up a wallet, private keys, mnemonic phrases, and all kinds of other important security aspects that we have to take into consideration when we're dealing with cryptocurrencies, and not just aspects, but more so like measures that can allow people to lose their, what I'm saying? Like there's just a lot of steps to make the transition a lot easier, and Binance assisted with that, especially with the fact that people trusted the ability to just leave their coins on there. And I know I did for a long time. I'm not anymore. My coins have been off of Binance for a while. We can take a look and see that the price of Bitcoin has taken a little dip in the last 24 hours. It was up around 12,007, 12,008 before. Now it's 12,003. You know, upon the announcement that of the coins that were being released, you could see an immediate reaction in the market for the coins that were not listed. Things like Tron and BTT. I think there were a few other ones that did take a pretty good lick yesterday on that announcement. You can see this is probably where it is. We're here. We're going to see a nice little drop. Yep, that was the announcement right there. So the fact that we're already back above or right at where we were before is definitely a good sign to me. I mean, Personally, I thought that maybe we were going to bleed some more. I thought that this could have been the crypto market reacting, and then we would have had another mainstream media market reacting afterwards to push it down further. It hasn't done so. That's a great sign for me. You know, guys, there's a ton of FUD going on about Tron right now, and it's easy to jump on the FUD train because, one, Justin has not made it difficult. I mean, he's given us plenty of material to FUD him with. Do I think that's him? I think it was. I think that, you know, I had this conversation before with a couple guys with Altcoin Daily. Actually, we were talking about it. Their users had asked me personal opinion regarding his tactics in the past with marketing and overhyping stuff. I can't stand when he does that, right? I've got a keynote speech for Tron coming up September 24th, by the way, guys, Atlanta Tech Village. If you're in Atlanta, be sure to come by. It's going to be a sponsored event. We're going to have, you know, some food and drinks for the actual conference, some networking and stuff. You know, we can meet each other. I'll be giving a 30-minute keynote regarding the dApp space and how I believe the dApp space is going to help transition to mass adoption. I'm going to talk about some of the issues in the dApp space. If your ears are ringing, then you probably think I'm talking about you, and it's probably for a reason. I'm going to talk about the great things the dApp space has brought. You know, it's going to be a great little event. Afterwards, though, if you guys are in town, there's going to be an after-party social event. Twin Peaks around 9 o'clock, the 24th. It's going to be sponsored as well. You guys should show up. Let them know that you're with the Tron Foundation party team. If you have any issues, just send me a private message on Telegram. I'll make sure that you are taken care of. But that being said, it's given me an outlet, an opportunity to talk about these kind of things, and I don't mind acknowledging the errors. In fact, I think that we have to acknowledge the errors. The idea that these fanboys exist in each of these coins has created these tribal problems. That's why you have these like coin wars and like, you know, us versus them mentalities. Those things, that doesn't fly in this space anymore. I mean, at least for me it doesn't, guys, because the reality is that we're all working towards one pretty much common goal. I mean, I'm sure that some coins are working towards other goals, but the common goal being mass adoption for cryptocurrency in the sense that we want permissionless, we want possession, we want control. So that's what bless you, puppy. You're very good. Oh, I see you drilling. Okay, hey, buddy. Very good. So, you know, that's the idea, guys. And if that can be done through gaming, through, you know, just these different dApps that have come out that I believe are going to be a big driving force on adoption, especially with our youth. I mean, think about it, guys. The games are the future. I mean, that's, you know, I don't know how to really get in. I think technology advances with the advancement of games, and that's because people demand it. You know, it's almost like the porn industry is what leads the way in video advancements. You know, like, you ever seen how we got HD and 4K and 8K? Well, that's not because of normal just people watching TV. That's because of zealot, crazy fanatics that are, you know, whatever. That's really where it comes from. Well, I think the gaming industry will be where we see mass adoption and advancements for the technology. I think that you're going to see a bunch of kids running into these dApp spaces, especially once they become better. Once it's not just gambling money grabs, but you actually have the video game effect. You know, when we were kids, we go in, we put the quarter into Pac-Man, and we kept doing that because why? Because we wanted our name at the top, because of the prestige, because we liked the game, because we, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'd go to CC's Pizza with my family when I was a kid. I'd go to CC's, and every time I go to CC's, MRK. I don't know who MRK is. I'm assuming Mark. If you're out there, Mark, I hate you, okay? Because I tried for years to beat your record, and I couldn't do it. And what game am I talking about? Need for Speed, okay? The one where you sat in the car. Yeah, I loved it as a kid. That same concept can be applied to the current state, and it can be utilized to teach, to educate the masses. Yeah, guys like him, he's the future, okay? If he sits here and does boring crypto news with his dad in the mornings for the next, you know, few months, He doesn't care. He doesn't know what he's learning, but I guarantee you he's interested in what's going on. And then if in 6 months we start reading some crypto books and playing some games, talking to him, letting him interact with some things, educational aspects. I'm not going to have him go and hitting blackjack 21s on TronBet, okay? But what I would like to do is maybe see, an educational version of these games come out for children, I think that I've seen some educational crypto books for kids, but the actual the material's light, I'd love to create a YouTube, kid-friendly YouTube channel that's solely focused on Bitcoin adoption or crypto adoption for children. I mean, those are where I can see the future happening, and that's kind of where I'm going to not gear my talk, but just, gear my focus. I really am going to focus, I think, on adoption in the way that I see it best happening. And I don't think that's going to be through promising 1,000x returns and, hey, invest your money here and we got an ROI in 30 days. Now, granted, guys, there's games out there that are paying big bucks and I'm invested in them too. I'm not going to ignore money. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the sole purpose for what I see the DApp space being used for moving forward. I can see the DApp space being used as an educational platform, educational arena, as a way to and maybe it won't be in the way that we see it now. Maybe it's not going to be dApps and games and things like that. Maybe it'll be something totally different. I don't know yet. The point being is that I'm excited about the future because right now this panic, I don't know. It's a little bit of panic, but it's not that bad. And for me, it's not scaring me. I haven't been holding Tron heavily. I actually just started to buy back into Tron recently for the first time in 7 weeks. So, that again can kind of provide perspective on my position, triple P. But you understand what I'm saying is that it's not my biggest bag. I'm obviously aware of the market right now and heavy BTC, but I'm not gonna I'm not selling my TRC20 tokens. I'm not dumping any of that stuff. Nope. I'm gonna collect the divs and wait it out. Hopefully coin up a lot and then use Tron's growth against Bitcoin later on this year to get some more Bitcoin in my wallet, in his wallet. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, that's what let's look into the stolen funds real fast, just because I wanted to check this out. So the recent hack has been diligently washing funds stolen from the exchange back in May. That's the 7,000 BTC. Yep. A Luxembourg cryptocurrency capital flows research team says, oh yeah, hi. Well, let's get the camera closer.